Welcome to this channel. This channel is for education and culture based on science and historical evidence. So those who do not like to face the reality, please do not continue on to watch this video. Today I'd like to share with you a very important message, and that is be a real expert. Be a real researcher and not become a language translator or a speculator when it comes to doing research or studying the traditional Chinese martial arts or Buddha Dharma or Qigong. So of course that include the study of Wing Chun too. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because this morning a friend sent me an article by the university. So the title of the article is It Can Be a Religion If You Want Wing Chun Kung Fu as a Secular Religion. And I read it. This is from university. I read it and I see all kinds of the code there. So I look into the source. Like for example, this is from university too. So this one is Ming period evidence of Shaolin martial art practice. So after I read all those articles, I check on different reference and so forth, where the first article quote and so forth. I just really disappointed. But then it is not new, right? Months ago, prior to I translate the General Qi Guang's classic, I have gone through the same thing, checking with different article, different translations of the General Qi Guang classics. It all traveling the same direction. It's very disappointed. So what happened? Why is all this this paper I read, I feel disappointed, or I found out is disappointed? Well, because most of the so-called expert in the West today, most of the Chinese expert, literature experts who wrote this type of article, most of them, not every one of them, most of them are just language reporter or speculator. So what is a speculator do? You can see this big article, okay? It can be in a university or whatever, or even somebody's thesis or anything. It is keeping quoting other so-called expert using the reference. Say when they have a Wing Chun, they say, well, according to this guy, Wing Chun is this. Okay, and then when you talk about Shaolin, then according to this guy, it is this article saying this. Now, if you read about the entire thing, it never really going down to the technical on what it is. So it is based on you're writing an article based on somebody's saying, and you can put big name there. Like in the translation on General Qi Ji Guang, often they put Taiji, this Taiji guy, and this like Taiji. What the heck is Qi Ji Guang got to do with Taiji? Taiji is not exist yet when Qi Ji Guang wrote that classic. So this is a problem with Speculator. Now the same with Wing Chun. The same with Shaolin or the Ming martial art and so forth. People never go down to find out what is going on. And just keeping using somebody's article or somebody's ideas to build their own theory or whatever. And yet the guy who they quote or they reference to also is just quoting somebody else. So a lot of Chinese culture, Chinese martial art culture, Chinese martial art content, when you get to the West for past 60 years or 30 years or whatever years, it's like that. A simple thing get messed up because the guy who wrote the first article do not know what it is. He's guessing. So if this guy is guessing, this guy is guessing, okay, and then they become expert, and then I'm on the top of it, say, well, this expert say this, that expert say that, and then what am I doing? I'm just speculating something which is people's guessing. And then when it get into university or something like that, it's like making it like the truth. Because when you mark your article and so forth, then it becomes a truth. Because often years ago, often people ask me, "Oh, your 1850s Wing Chun, show me which article, Western research article is from, or you can find it there." And let me tell you a secret today. You go check on all those Wing Chun and the martial art articles, such as the Shaolin or such as the General Qi Ji Guang. You see, they always translate 是 momentum as posture. That's how bad it is. The ancient, the Qi Ji Guang and everybody talk about momentum. And all this expert is translated as posture. So it is a problem. It is a disaster when one don't know what it is. One speculate on it, and then suddenly one become the expert. So is Wing Chun simple? It is as simple as yesterday I shared in the turning point of Wing Chun video. That's how solid, how straight it is. What history interpretations? This is a human world. Is not magic. It's like Newton's physics, Newtonian physics. Show the evidence. Show when is this exist? Who did it? What is the characteristics? That's all. But you see, for decades, there are many people who even go to China and do interview and then have his opinion, and they call that research. Is that research? Do you know what is going on down there? Like let's use a very simple term. Everybody say 心气 to 丹田. Okay, in Chinese called 气沉丹田. Now, 气沉丹田 means 气沉丹田 means one have to lose one's entire body, and then using the most light and deep and balanced breath to influence the lower abs naturally. That is 心气 to 丹田. Okay, that's 心气 to 丹田. When you want to take hit, strike, there's another term called 气压丹田. 气压丹田 is pressure on the dantian. What is the pressure of dantian? Of course, it is the handling of the intra-abdominal pressure. In today's weightlifting terms, that's called bracing. So 心气 to 丹田 and pressure the dantian, they are two different things. Now, if one guy doesn't know about this, and then the keeping say, well, 心气 to 丹田, pressure to 丹田, no, they're the same thing. It turns out that one have no idea what is going on. So unless one know it, please do not write article. Please do not speculate on it. Because you really don't know. Only those who have experience, who know, who be able to repeat it, can write the technical article. Because they know what is going on. Like if you know about this momentum and you read about the Qi Qi Guang, and then you know the you have trained in different type of momentum, like the short strike, the long fist, and so forth. Then you read Qi Qi Guang, then you say, oh yeah, this is what it is. Or you can read Tang Sun Zhi's article or classic, and then you say, oh, I know what it is. Because you have the basic. Otherwise, you're going to go to entire China, and then you say, oh, I'm going to interview this guy, this grandmaster from this lineage, that lineage, that lineage, the entire thing. And then after you interview, you say, well, I'm the expert. Expert for what? If you look at the entire interview, it is copying 1960s version Wing Chun. This guy copied this guy copied this guy, put some variations. It's all on the surface. It's never going deep down. When you ask, so what is the uniqueness in fight? Don't know. But then when you're going to get into a lot of internal chi, mind power. Well, just look at our friend in judo, in jiu-jitsu, in BJJ. They know exactly what they are doing. It is a takedown, it's a takedown. It is a ground fighting, it's a ground fighting. So why is Wing Chun, the short strike Wing Chun, everybody call it the sticking body short strike Wing Chun, 鐵山短打, yet have no idea on the shoot in and the sticking fighting, as I present in the video of the turning point of Wing Chun. Is this a simple thing? Yes. If you just go chase down, make sure you understand what is going on, and then just going down, you understand what is going on, then it is clear it is the simple stuff. The same thing with the Buddha Dharma. and then somebody using the Buddhism term, the Zen term, and then using the coding like the Taoist term or the Yellow Emperor Classic, and yet they have no idea what it is. Many have read Zen book, and yet the guy who wrote the Zen book have no idea what is Zen. Serious. So one need to go study with a real Zen monk, a real one. Okay. And let me reveal to you one thing. In Zen, the sudden enlightenment, or the in Japanese, I think it is named as Satori. You think it's that difficult? Simple stuff. Okay? Yes, sudden enlightenment and Satori is simple stuff. If you have a real teacher, it is simple stuff. One can get into that state. One right away know what it is. But then that is not become Buddha yet, okay? Those are not so-called spiritual and all those kind of stuff. Okay? That's a reality. So one other thing is the Chinese, because it's going through 1,000 years of interaction. The Buddhist teaching, the Taoist teaching, and the Confucius teaching, they are common point there. They are talking about the same state, just using the descriptions from different school or different Buddhism way of describing, Taoist way or Confucian's way. If you really attain that state, you know they are the same thing. That's why, say in the Wing Chun Inception, the first line of the Xiu Lim Tao, this page 77. The first line of the Xiu Lim Tao, there are Yellow Emperor Classic, the Zen teaching, the Confucius teaching, present there to decode that first, the first line of Xiu Lim Tao 1850. Why? Because all lead into the same state. So one have to really know what it is before one write anything or speculate anything, or else one is just translating language. And if you're translating language, you can cause problem, because sometimes it doesn't make sense. It's like I translate the shi, momentum, into posture. The translator, how can he know what it is? And for the speculator, you can speculate whatever is this shi. But if you are not trained with it, you don't know all the recycling momentum, you can keeping translate it, keeping speculate, and still it is not what it is. So for past many decades, it is this problem to make the entire simple thing difficult or complex, because the guy who supposed to be in the front line do not know what they are talking about. So hopefully, here on, people can change. Here on, get into the era of, if one want to write some article, like you want to write an engineering article, you better know exactly what is the details, the experiment data, and so forth. Proof by data. from the experiment, not proved by this guy say this, that guy say that, that guy say that. Okay, because it is a kiss of death. Once one writing a paper, a technical paper is like this guy say this, that guy say that, that guy say that. Hey, have you ever go make an experiment and test it out, see the repeatability, the quality, and so forth, and present the data. Not present who say what, but present the data. If you do this, you'll get this. This means this, and if you do this, you get this. That's simple. You cut everything down to the bottom line. So look at all this article. There's no quality there because it's always this guy say this, this guy say this, this guy say this, and you don't find what is the content. It's all hearsay. She say, he says. So this is what I like to share with you. It is a problem, and it can no longer go this way.